As we all know, lead is extremely dangerous. And believe it or not, the majority of water services feeding the homes in the New York City metro area is made up of lead piping. The EPA has determined that there is no safe levels of lead. The max contaminant is 0. We are finding that more and more people with lead water mains are jumping into action. In this video, I want to show you how the work is performed from removing an old lead water service and installing a new copper water service. If you're not sure what lead piping looks like, here's an example of one. This is what we actually took out of the video you're gonna see. It's gray in color. It's a soft metal. You could actually take a key and scratch into it. And you can see that it becomes shiny, and it's quiet because it's soft. Kind of just scratches right through. This is a piece of copper tubing that would be replaced instead of your lead. You see if you tap on it, it sounds loud. If you tap on the lead, it's not as loud. When you scratch it, it doesn't become shiny, it just kind of makes a high-pitched sound. When the crew first arrives to the job site, they will evaluate the area and set up the site with the proper signage and secure the area so it's safe for pedestrians and traffic. Next, we'll use a tap locator. We use a tap locator to locate where your water main is connected to the city main, and we'll mark out the locations of where the excavations will be made. When the locations are marked, the crew will start using a jackhammer to break out the sidewalk and the roadway. After the cut is broken, the backhoe operator will remove the wearing course of asphalt. When the wearing course is removed, the crew will continue to jackhammer to break out the concrete base in the roadway. When the concrete base is sufficiently broken out, the machine can begin excavating again. It's important to work as a team. You will see here that we always have someone watching the machine's bucket while excavating. This is to make sure we don't hit any other utilities underground. By using a jackhammer, the cement on the sidewalk and property will be broken out as well. The machine is continuing excavation. You can see that the soil here is very sandy, which makes it good for digging. When the machine gets close to the city water main, we will enter the excavation. On this particular job, the tap location turned out to be offset, so the crew tunneled over and located it by using a tunneling spade and blowpipe. After the tap was located, the crew broke out the tunnel they had made and excavated down to the connection. When they reached the tap connection, the tap was turned off and the lead water main was disconnected from the gooseneck. The remaining excavation will be dug in preparation to blow a tunnel between the excavations. You will see here that while we are digging the sidewalk, another worker is blowing a tunnel from the roadway to the sidewalk. After the tunnel is completed, a chain will be snaked through to the other side. This chain will be used to pull the new copper tubing through the tunnels. One end of the copper will be flattened out and a hole will be punched in it so the chain can be connected. When the chain is connected, the copper tubing can be pulled through the tunnels. It's important to carefully pull the piping through the tunnels so the line is not damaged. You can see that we slowly pull the tubing between the tunnels. When the tubing is pulled through the tunnels, the pipe will be cut. Here you will see one end of the copper piping is flared so a flare-by-mail adapter can be installed, along with the new Apollo ball valve. This particular job needed a little extra piping inside due to the water meter being set back, so another piece of copper pipe was cut and flared to connect to the new valve. It's extremely important to make sure that the connections are tight to prevent any leaks. And the water is turned back on, the crew will begin backfilling the excavations. The soil that was excavated here was good, clean fill, so the majority of it was reused. in addition to needing to bring in clean fill that we had carted in. It may seem that people are standing around, but here we have one man watching the dump truck and another watching the backhoe. As I said before, it's really important to practice all safety measures. After the backfill and compacting is completed, the entire site will be broom swept and topped with temp asphalt in anticipation for the restoration crews to return at a later date to restore the roadway and the sidewalk. Now that we reviewed the process of how a lead water main is replaced, it's important to note that every job is different. This is why we always make a site visit. We'll review your job, we'll walk you through it, so that when we start working, you're comfortable and you have some sort of idea of what is going on. Hope this video helped. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call. Thank you.